He's drawing a lot of eyes.
Woo, that was spicy. He hit that shot mid-air. Hey, there it is! Right up, point blank, scatter arrow to the feet. Lots of damage. Can his teammates follow up on it, though? That's going to be the big question here. Excelsior, they're still pushing forward. Another shot coming in from Libero. Another scatter. He's hitting shots left and right, Hex.
That's simple geometry right now for Libero. That scatter arrow is so good against tanks because all of those arrows are going to hit the ground. That's why he was able to dispatch Winston so quickly. And now this is not where you want to be. Libero may end up dying for this, maybe bit off a little too much. Gets out just barely so far. But now they're not worried about it. They're just trying to stagger the baby diva. I would like to see Libero stick on this Hanzo. He's got the
dragon.
Yeah, he's got the dragon ready to eat.
Exactly. So you got to be very aware. Jonak. Looks like he was able to get a volley there to connect with some face, but it is going to be a fair trade back and forth. We do have Mono trying to get on back to Gamsu, but Gamsu leaps out of harm's way only to get pursued. Mono not letting this up, but Gamsu now can get some support. He's getting support from his healers. He survived for ages.
Really nice play there by Mono. He will get cut down eventually by Dream Casper, and they still can't really push this, not without your main tank like that. Looking to land a Fist of Fury.
Boom! Right into the back line. He's looking for it. A lot of damage on Mono. Mono getting cut off from the rest of his team. They are not able to keep him alive, and now Dream Casper just charging into the back line. No problems there. Fight continues on this point, but there's nothing but squishies left as Meko gets caught. Trance is going to have to get thrown in here by Jonak, just desperate, trying to keep his teammates alive, but Dream Casper's back into it. Fist to face, Libero's gone, and it's looking like a solid defense here for Boston Uprising. What a hold on the B site.
Sabiobi will get one in just a bit, but that is going to be it. That's all the progress they have. A very good defense. Always go back to it, but look at this. New York pushed all the way back to tiny pack room, and Boston's just gonna bide their sweet time. Those supports are looking good for Casper.
Oh, he wants them bad, but now he's in a tight room, and there's a lot of damage, and he's gonna get caught by Libero, the Hex. The Helix nades, rather.
With Jonak going down, though, that's absolutely huge. Defense has a really long run back. They're going to be able to clean up this room, probably be able to get back on the point. A couple of late kills with a beautiful pulse bomb from Striker. Still, though, New York is not out of this. They're just biding their time. They're going to give up a tick just for a chance to regroup with each other.
This is fun as well. Where is Neko? There's hide and seek. Oh, there you go. Helix rockets to the face. That'll do the job. Striker's back in the fight, though. And they will be picking up this A point. Solid from keeping him alive. Jonak is indestructible. This is unbelievable. They just can't kill this guy, but they can kill Libero. Dream Casper, turns out he's pretty good at killing. 2 kills for him, and Gamsu's there to help out as well. On high, perfect spot for the soldier to be, exactly where he wants to be. And they have a chance to make some real progress here, Boston Uprising.
Oh, they're in a great position now, and even the pressure from Sabiobi is going to get deflected rather easily. A blind fire thinking that he was going to catch the Tracer as she might try to come reinforce on the point. This is a great Primal Rage, though. It will buy them all the time in the world. If they can just get clean respawns out, that might be enough. Just the 1 kill. That's definitely enough for New York to start to stabilize.
Oh, more than enough. I'm really surprised at Dream Casper giving up the high ground like that and jumping down to the point, making himself vulnerable. Guess he decided he needed to get in here, maybe throw that biotic field down to give his teammates some healing, but
it is something good soldiers should do, though. When you have high ground like that, well, they might just Nanoblade into this. There it is.
Oh, there we go. Nanoblade, the choppity chop. He might be able to do the damage through it, but it's not going to happen. That Trance is there. Libero, however, will find the kill eventually on Dream Casper. A lot of DPS loss for Boston Uprising, and now we're going to be getting into the overtime as well, unless they can get a body onto the point. Nope. Trying to do the best that he can to stay alive, but he gets reflected to death. Damek beheaded, and now it is on Boston Uprising to come up with some magic, but it's not looking good. Gamsu is gone. Striker doing the best that he can, but the overtime wick burning down. And there's just nobody close enough here to get on this point and keep the challenge alive.
That's all she wrote. New York will take Hanamura. No one able to capture last in the big room of the Hanamura there. 2 spots were at 76. Up on the top left where you see now, that's a nice little perch ram, or over on the right side stairs fighting on statue.
Exactly right. We've seen some soldier here used on Nepal already. Jonak not interested in seeing soldier play. He's going to go ahead and snuff Dream Casper immediately.
The third option for a soldier is in spawn, and Jonak is happy to assist him and help him with directions there. Completely snuffed out. With that damage done, you can't do anything. Actually really smart to just leave there. You're not winning that fight. You're in a bad spot. You don't have soldier. You don't have ground control over there. And the reason they didn't have control, we're at 81%. Last good chance for Boston to take the stage.
Oh, wow. Well, there will be the early challenge here. Both tanks moving in. Very nice pulse stick. Mako, however, will be surviving just a little bit longer. There's the DMAC, goes for the self-destruct, and that's going to force him back onto the point here. And they may be able to flip it. No chance as the remake was happening. That was just enough time for Boston to flip the point and start getting a little bit of percent on the board.
It's absolutely fine. They need to win a fight. It doesn't matter when they win it. They just need to win one fight. It could be 99. It doesn't matter who's in control. That's a huge pulse off, takes out Gamsu. A remake here from Note, still 5v5 on the point.
Battle continues. No, trying to do the best that he can to stay alive. It's not going to be good enough, however, and Libero's there to get the mini diva as well. Dreamcasper gets the attack visor of his own going, however, he is getting shut down with that big angry monkey in the way.
It's an interesting engagement there for the Winston. Generally, you can bully out a 76, but now when he's got all his friends and you are but one primate, they will push them back. 35 and counting up, so we're about at the
He's kind of got his eyes on those supports over there. That would be a bit of a bold move to go blinking in. Decides to play it safe, though. Keeping the pressure on the tanks, and here we go. He spotted his target. Blood in the water, and there's the stick! Ah, you can just see it coming from a mile away. Sebiobi, when he gets zeroed in on someone, he's like a heat-seeking missile.
It was perfect. You called it. He didn't want to go in dead across the center into where they're looking, so he waits until the rest of his team pressures them down. They're retreating down the stairs. Their eyes are not behind them. They just went up that way. There was no one there before, but Sebiobi comes in, sticks that 76. Healing station, it does nothing in that situation. And New York will win the first stage of Nepal.
Libero here, they don't want to be feeding him too much ult charge. In the meantime, Casper doing the same, but again, it's by the book. Jonak finds yet another kill here to start off the point and start the fight.
Jonak's back on the stairs. Jonak is forever away. Jonak's in a different zip code, and he kills Kelix from across the map with a volley. That's a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, all the percentages adding up. Libero does go down late, but Jonak again takes down his counterpart in Nako. They still want to fight this. Jonak has gotten avenged.
There we go, 2 for 1 though. It is going to be that trade. Mano's trying to stay in here. This could get a bit dicey for him, and he does get splattered by Gamsu. But Meko is still here. A big body on the point, getting a bit low, however, close to the DMAC. Trying to do as much damage, trying to make himself a difficult target to hit, but eventually the DMAC will happen. And he gets stuck by Striker. The timing, impeccable.
Well, that's why you want to stick a DMACing Diva, is because the bomb will blow up onto Pilot Diva as well. It's a great way to make sure that no one takes a little cheeky headshot. That Bunny Blaster, man, you had a couple headshots on some of those.
That's a bit of a shock. He does get topped up though. Okay, Striker on the point, doing what he can, taking some time to, you know, put some art on the wall. Definitely necessary. There's the pulse bomb, not gonna find the stick. Decides to get the job done the old-fashioned way, perhaps. He's done tremendous damage to Mono, and Mono having to back off, give ground, hope that his healers can keep him in this fight.
Yeah, the tanks are in a little bit of trouble. So far on this stage, Mono and Meko have had a hard time coordinating together. I see them alone a lot of the time. One of the issues is they're taking too much damage, so one has to peel off and the other's in. So they're just taking turns, getting absolutely beat up by the opposing tanks. See, again, you saw the Winston's in there, but the Diva's behind. And that is enough to get them off the point. The tank presence not really showing up for New York that stage.
You still got Libero on high. Well, whoever picks up this first point is going to be happy indeed, because nobody actually wants to get out in the open to deal with it. And so now the battle begins. Mono making a little headway here. He's getting topped up by Arc. He's got the barrier down on the point now. And so a little bit of room to work with here. That's going to force Boston to start having to come in here to try to take this fight.
Yeah, an interesting concussion there. Note will die both in mech and then pilot form as well. Jonak falls to Striker, but this one has been over for a little bit. They lost the battle on the point so strong. Resurrection will bring back Nako because he was in a reservoir position, but this doesn't mean they're generally going to come back in and fight. It just gets them.
Blank option, trying to get out of here. Halt again, not quite going to connect. And so now Meko has to be patient, waiting on the side. They're just going to force Boston to get onto that point and start contesting here. They're going to need to. You got Striker in the back line, trying to sow some discontent. And well, Sebiobi, he's got attack visor. As soon as these guys commit, it's going to get a bit dicey. Dreamcasper doesn't even have a blade to try and counter it. It's just going to be the leap in here by Gamsu. Gamsu surely going to die. Immediately picked up by Libero, and Libero's there to help out as well. 2 kills for him. Meko gone, and it's all on Note.
But this is the difference between having Arc back. They were so close to losing Sebiobi during that tactical visor. He was getting very low. All of a sudden, Arc, the true guardian angel, over the top, able to get him healed up. Those kills flip everything around. And I love where New York had set up already. the pressure's not on them. They don't have to get the point. They own the point. You want to come into their house and take it, good luck. They're going to try to yank you off the edge, although we do have a switch. Mono has gone over to the Winston just to get back here and contest, but the hook is still prevalent. More importantly, Whole Hog could end this all alone. He could be hiding down there just ready to launch you off.
Exactly. And there it is, right into the corner, hoping to do the best they can here. D-Mac happens, Note hanging on by a thread up on the bookshelf. What? And well, now they get to play on the point. Overtime is into effect. Striker desperate here, just goes for the blink, but he gets splattered by Mono, and overtime is taken down. New York Excel will take the second map in this series, 2 points to 1. Curious to see when Kalios, or what Kalios is going to be capable of. Kelix, not so much. We don't really need to get an answer to that question. Saviolbi gave us one. Yeah, generally you don't really like Widow against triple tank, but when you've got a Pharah over the top who's going to be moving shields around, concussing people, and doing all that chip damage early on, Saviolbi just has to be the finisher. He gets 2 kills quickly. Still a couple tanks alive, though, so the stall potential alive for Boston. Oh, yeah. They can definitely still hang in this, although Libero trying to do the best that he can, chucking rockets in there. Getting closer to the barrage. That could definitely work well in this choke point. He just needs to keep connecting, and he will. There's the DMEC going down. That's going to delay things further as Note gets plucked. And here's the push. The last-ditch effort coming in from Boston Uprising. They've stopped it at half. They finally started to contest, but Meko now is the one doing the damage. They threw a lot into this last-second try to hold for Boston. They threw ultimate after ultimate in there. Striker's going to switch onto the McCree, understanding they have no good answer for Widow. Self-destruct doesn't find much. Striker gets absolutely shut down by Janus. They have to hit this shatter here. The barrier is going to try to set them up for it to get in position. Plays a little bit aggressive, going to hold back, perhaps thinking that New York was retreating, but they're retreating just to re-engage. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Libero with the justice. It is swift. And well, you have Nako with the coalesce, but he goes down as well. Jonak with the snipe on Kelix. That's not going to help things here. And while Striker, he is alive on the high ground, but that will not do anything to stop New York from pushing the payload to the second point. No more Widow on the map. No one's going to be able to touch this Valk. Oh, nice focus. No, great kill there. Rezzed. On Saviolbi couldn't get, will get rezzed. Arc will bring him back up to life, but at least that's some time that Saviolbi is not there to land the headshots. Bit of a problem. But Jonak is still hanging around here. He's found a clever little angle to hide in. Sacrifice your whole team. Well, sure. the headshot he wasn't around for probably cost him. No. Yes, it's happening. Can they get back in time? They're launching their way back. Oh, that would have been the sickest back cap. You can't hear footsteps if your feet don't touch the ground. Almost gets it there. Forces a little bit of space opened up, though. So now that New York is going to be able to get this high ground again, that's exactly where that's the headshot you need. You take down Nako right there. That's so much healing gone. These tanks are less than half power now. And now you're going to have to force out the sound barrier. You need to do something to keep them alive while Nako gets back into it. Now Libero just going to go to work, hack and slash, and there's the dead tank. No shield to hide behind now. Libero, aka the Patient Blade. That is twice now in this set. We've seen him wait for that sound barrier to go down. Working so well in concert now. Got Genji and Widow so good together. A little bit of damage, then you pick off the ends. The Graviton will mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Actually helps him out. 30's not enough. The main source of their damage is dead. They lost Striker early on, although he can be back into the fight the moment he respawns because of the sight lines of Widow on this map. That's why they're going to back up a little bit. 42, not nothing to sneeze at, but still not exactly where you want to be as a Zarya, but they're going to make him kind of fight on the point here. Yeah, no, taking point. Kalios will be there to help. Janus is gone, and now the back line threatened here by the Diva. Kalios roasted and toasted, and he's going to be able to get rid of one. There's the D-Mech on Meko, looking for the follow-up as well. And Boston, they've got a golden opportunity to make some real progress here. Libero, you can't reflect beams, but you can get healed by your teammates. Katanas can't reflect energy beams. Wake up, sheeple. Kalios is going to have his Graviton. Gamsu didn't do a ton of work there. He's not going to have his Earth Shatter off, but Jonak will just now get the trance. That might make the difference, but what a big play. Kalios forces it out. Force out the trance. He still has yet to use Grav. They have used Shatter in this fight as well. Janus will go down. There is a 75 energy Zarya in the backlines with the shield. Will clean up Jonak, and they are simply slamming their way through the cart. This could stabilize, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's on, it has to be on Saviolbi here. He's trying to stay alive on the point. Meko getting D-Mech. No, just on the edge. Yes, he will eventually do so, but it seems like they were just able to hang in there long enough. No, with the D-Mech goes for the self-destruct to get a new mech. Saviolbi going to be able to cancel that out. Not going to die to it. And well, no, continues the good fight, but they are still not on the second point.
Defender's advantage playing such a huge role here, able to stall out long enough to get people back. Here comes a late grab on the spot, gets 3, and that is gone.
Exactly, and you can just perpetually stay alive and challenge the point, which is exactly what they need to be doing here. 30 seconds left on the clock. Gamsu leading the way with the shield. Trying to get his teammates into this. Arc is gone. He gets stuck by Striker. Big play possible there, but Gamsu dangerously low, gets picked by Sivyobi. And another 3 big kills coming through here for New York Excel. Self-destruct going to get used by Note, but that's of no great use in the end.
Libero was able to get on the back line. He's the one who got the boost. Boosted Genji even without a blade is very, very good. The damage he can put out, the survivability. He's able to help his team out who got slept there. Taking so much damage on the entry in, and they have to. They're in such a rough spot. Everyone is so low. One dash goes through Kalios. A reset will come off. He's going to be after the D-buff next.
Exactly right. Now we're going to get back into the mix here. As Libero, he's got the Dragon Blade. That could be the ender of dreams, and he doesn't wait, doesn't hesitate. Whips out the blade, decapitates Note, and that is it. Boston Uprising, nobody close enough to touch the point, and to keep them from losing this series. New York. Falcon used by Arc as well, and they're going in for it. There it is, the blade, the hack and slash. Neko is dead. Dreamcasper as well. Libero doing the work, and this certainly must result in a first point take here for New York Excel.
Where that fight took place was insanity. Libero, I thought, was just on the distraction play. He was, but the Ana was unable to deal with him herself. Called in reinforcements. 3 people had to come back, and then the tanks for New York shut the top doors to try to get back in here. Still fighting on the point. Reinforcements are going to be here for Boston.
Very quickly, in fact, and now it's going to be the slow battle here between the 2 divas, although we do have Arc literally boosting a diva there just to get that edge in the fight.
Arc just rested his face. That was some BM right there. What are you going to do, Diva? Not enough. He lives in the Matrix, brings back his Zenyatta counterpart. Everyone very low on Boston right now, and they will end up dying. I can tell you a little silver lining about dying when they did, though, is they're
for the defense. And you can see Gamsu kind of taking a poke up there, seeing if he can't try and dislodge them. Mono, however, will splatter Neko, and that's already a good start for him with that Primal. He's getting onto those squishies. That's exactly where he wants to be.
Oh, both supports now down for Boston. It's going to be an uphill climb with no healing, and 2 more will fall. That is 1 kill away from the full team wipe, just because Neko just respawned now. This will be waltzing towards the point. Spawns just now coming up. Looks like they're posturing to get back in here.
We're thinking about it there. Definitely thinking, can they get back in time? No! Yeah, no bubble left here as well. So Dreamcasper, this is going to be it. The question, when does he decide to set it up? And there we go. Out in the open. Got 1 target, but it's a trance. It's involved, and well, they are just being so patient. In the end, Libero peeks out just a step too far, and there it is. Dreamcasper following it up, really making life difficult for Mono.
Libero peaked. They also had their Diva take a lot of damage there. Self-destructible coming over the top. Support's dead for New York. No more healing available. Gonna be a miracle needed out of Mako, and Diva simply doesn't have the tools to pull it off.
Boston, in the end, looks like they will hold another Deadeye for Dreamcasper. That was a quick one.
Sivyobi somehow touched.
No, wait,
Sivyobi somehow touched during that. They're still alive.
This is still possible. Overtime Wick is going, and now we have Libero going for the back line. Neko could be gone, and he is beheaded. Sold for spare parts. Libero doing the work right now. Gamsu's out as well.
Oh my God! They are so close to finishing it out. They will finish out Gibraltar. That spot, gonna get himself healed up though.
Yeah, I mean, Arc, look at him. He's nearly got nano. This is obscene how quick he's doing it. Although Dreamcasper can snuff him now, that would be big. He gets caught in the door. You can't get out. Mano and Libero. Big plays.
You're stuck in here with me, and they take out everybody. You don't even have to fire as your wits in there. You just hold the door. You just like play dumb. Am I in your way? I mean, excuse me. Am I in your way?
Oh, and now Note. Well.
Complete cleanup for New York. And look at this economy. Look at the ultimate advantage here. As you mentioned, Arc pumping in damage. Headshotting Mano might have been the worst decision they could have made there. He just got healed up for about 300 HP.
You got to give it to Striker and Dreamcasper. They're doing their absolute best right now. But Sivyobi again, there it is. The trance gets forced. That's a big play from him. No ult even having to be committed to that. Libero's going to be grinning ear to ear. Let's see how fast he can get his Dragon Blade going.
Sivyobi's
10 seconds left.
Sivyobi's back, but he's getting absolutely stifled. They're supporting the Zen, not letting him die. Bobby's got the pulse bomb though.
Well, shots are in. Jonak decides to commit. forcing him into the corner. Save Yobi could have a golden opportunity here for the pulse if he wanted to, if he can find somebody to stick. No need